So if you're arrested and charged with a felony, ultimately what you want to know is, what are you facing? What are the consequences? What are the penalties? And there are many different grades of felonies. There's 5 different grades of felonies, and there are subsets in those 5 different grades. It's, A, B, C, D, E, and E. There's A1, there's A2. Those are the worst crimes that you can think of: murder, kidnapping, rape, arson, terrorism, things of that nature. And in addition to the different grades of crimes and the different sentences that can go along with all of that, is that the different years that you could be sentenced to, there's different ways of sentencing people based on the type of crimes. There's basically 2 different ways that people can be sentenced. It can be a range, or it can be a definite period of time. You need to have counsel that knows what they're doing and knows the guidelines and knows how to navigate through the system, and has dealt with cases similar to what you've had if you've been charged with a felony, and has an idea of what the DA's office is going to look for, and understands what their office policies are with respect to the crimes, what the particular judges that you're in front of and how they feel about it. One thing that comes to mind right off the top of my head is that I know with any sort of grand larceny charges in the Dutchess County area, I know the county court judge's policy is, if you steal and it's a felony level grand larceny, you're going to spend time in jail. It's a matter of how much. So if you have, a public defender or an attorney who really doesn't know what they're doing, you could end up paying more at the end of the day than having to pay for private counsel that knows what they're doing and knows how to navigate the system and to help negotiate a deal for you, or litigate your case to the point where they can negotiate a deal for you that's going to effectively get you through that process and minimize the consequences that you're going to get, because they understand the sentencing guidelines and what you're faced with and what the penalties are, and what the attitudes are of the judges and what the attitudes are of the district attorney's office.